we're a little formal. And the reason is two things. Number one, it just makes it feel like a special place. Okay. Number two, it's true that if everybody just does their thing, it's actually relaxed and making nice. これがストレスとも逆、慣れると when you get used to it, like kimono, you know, actually you relax. And the body just does it. 自動的に、ね、慣れると自動的に。You do it automatically. So when you come in, you should kind of say, you actually say you come in first with the leg that's on this side, closest to the door. Okay, you guys can't see me, but I'm coming in the right side of the door and I step in with my right leg. Okay, and then nice gasha. Okay, and then we do seshu. Okay, and then we try not to walk in front. It's just considered rude, you know. So we try to walk behind. Okay, so then it's a little difficult, but we have the heater here now. But just step back, and you come to your row. I'll go to it. When you come to the row, it's kind of a greeting, right? Bow forward with your hands still in the tissue. Okay, and then you come to your face, and we always turn kind of formally, right? Just a little bit, and then you do your thing. Okay, really, I'm kind of usually we relax, we just chat before Zazenkai, but a little bit try to keep a nice form, because it just like we saw the musicians last night, they practice and it just gets in their body, it becomes kind of easy. Okay. Okay, let me get that here. Now I'm going to forget everything because look at me. I'm walking up. Sorry, I'm no time. I got to go. Let me come over here. Let's see. Oh, it's already time. Hello to see everybody. I'm sorry we're a little late today. What actually happened is Chris over there and we went out to a live jazz place last night, and we started drinking. I don't know. We started the whiskey about 10 o'clock, and we just finished like an hour ago. Taxi just left us in the front here. I had time just to take, you know, my morning hangover remedy and get in here. I'm just kidding. We were both in bed by 11 o'clock. No, but we did go to a nice live jazz place. I have to introduce you sometime. Scuba jazz live. Any jazz fans here? Raise your hands. Huh? Yeah, good Yan. Yeah, you're my man. Okay. So Sekishi also bailed us out today because I was supposed to start the netcast and I had it all down, and halfway through I couldn't find one of my buttons because I was on the wrong computer. So Sekishi once again has jumped in to bail us out. Thank you, Sekishi. Next week, I will give it another try. I was halfway there this time, halfway. All right. All right. Well, if you've been here before, you know what to do. And if it's your first time, just follow along. Okay. All right. Huh? Oh, as you wish. As you wish. Oh, I got to get a candle. Hold on 1 second, Sekishi. I forgot the candle for it.
The heart of the perfection of great wisdom. Sutra. Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva, awakened one of compassion in Prajnaparamita, the deep practice of perfect wisdom, perceived the emptiness of all five conditions and was free of suffering. O Shariputra, form is no other than emptiness, emptiness no other than form, form is precisely emptiness, emptiness precisely form, sensations, perceptions, formations, and consciousness are also like this. O Shariputra, all things are expressions of emptiness, not born, not destroyed, not stained, not pure, neither waxing nor waning. Thus emptiness is not form, not sensation nor perception, not formation nor consciousness, no eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, no sight, sound, smell, taste, touch, nor object of mind, no realm of sight, no realm of consciousness, no ignorance, no end to ignorance, no old age and death, no cessation of old age and death, no suffering, nor cause or end to suffering, no path, no wisdom, and no gain, no gain. Thus bodhisattvas live this prajnaparamita with no hindrance of mind, no hindrance, therefore no fear, far beyond all delusion. Nirvana is already here. All past, present, and future Buddhas live this prajnaparamita and realize supreme and complete enlightenment. Therefore know that prajnaparamita is the sacred mantra, the luminous mantra, the supreme mantra, the incomparable mantra, by which all suffering is clear. This is no other than truth. Therefore set forth the prajnaparamita mantra. Set forth this mantra and proclaim gate gate paragate parasamgate bodhisoaka hanya shingyo. Buddha nature pervades the whole universe, reality existing right here now. In reciting the heart of the perfection of Great Wisdom Sutra, we dedicate our sincere efforts to Shakyamuni Buddha, Honored One, the historical Buddha and teacher, and to those ancestral teachers, Eihei Dogen, Honored One, Soji Keizan, Honored One, all successive Honored Ones up until Zuigaku Rempo, Honored One, and Gudo Wafu, Honored One, and to all other Honored Ones throughout history, same yet diverse Honored Ones, whose names have been forgotten or left unsaid. We also dedicate these efforts to the three treasures, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, to all awakened ones and teachers in all places and times. We especially seek tranquility and well-being for all creatures now suffering or ill in health, May they be serene through all their ills. May their lives be at peace and wisdom pervade the darkness of ignorance. We dedicate our hopes and aspirations to all victims of war and violence and natural events, to the injured and to all families touched by these tragedies, to the healing of hatred in all countries and among all peoples, to the wisdom and compassion of our world leaders, to the peace of the world and harmony of all beings. Thus let the harmful effects of words, thoughts, and actions be dispelled, and compassion bloom in perpetual spring. May we all realize and live the enlightened way together. All Buddhas throughout space and time. All Bodhisattvas, Mahasattvas, Maha Prajna Paramita.
What was that? Thanks. Kin Hin. But I'd like to remind everyone, get up very slowly. Make sure your legs are awake. There's no rush. You're not going to be late for anything. We had some folks trying to get to ceremony. There's no rush to get to ceremony or get to Kin Hin. Make sure that take your time, okay? When your legs are feeling better, then get up, okay? Kin Hin. You can walk even outside, inside, as you also take a break this time. When you leave, be sure to give a little. We will have Zazen and a little talk. Such a nice day. Girl will sit outside. I turned off the heater. That was too much. 暑かったでしょちょっと暑いいや、消した。早く。間違った。Even I forget. That sort of thing. You come in here, Chris. You usually come in here. Can everyone hear okay? Can you hear okay? Oh, okay. So after a year and a half, we've started sitting inside the Zendo again. And I decided to talk about a little bit Saho, a proper form, because it's important in Zen. Zen wa ne, Saho aru ne. But I'm an American and living in Japan. So I want to say that maybe you can have too much Saho, but also not enough Saho. The importance is to keep a nice balance. Saho means the way to do things. Saho yarisugi wa dame. Saho tarinai toki mo dame. Nice balance. Chuto. The middle way. Zen has many things. You enter the Zendo with the leg closest to the doorpost. If you're on the left side of the door, you enter with the left leg. And then you gasho. And then you walk around the room, not taking shortcut, not, if you can, avoid to walk in front of the Buddha. If you have to walk in front of the Buddha, you have no choice. Give a little gasho, but your hands are, every time you're walking in the Zendo, in Sashu, crossed over your chest, with your right palm over your left fist. Aruku toki wa ne, kou yaru. Itsumo ne, kono naka ni. Not just letting your hands kind of be in your pockets or just loose.
And there's a reason for it. It's like a dance. Odori mitai. Odoriを覚えたら、体が、自由にこの作法をやる。When the body remembers the dance, actually it becomes free. So a lot of Zen ritual is like a dance, with the idea that when you do the music, I found out Chris, by the way, here is a musicologist and pretty good jazz guitarist. So I think he understands this better than me. But when you play the music and it's really in your fingers, there's kind of a freedom there. Your fingers just do their thing. And you can kind of relax and just go with the music. So Zen is like playing music like that. And there's another reason to do saho, to remember. This applies to when you're at home. Please do this as much as you can too. Don't just walk in the room if you can. Take a shortcut and just plop down on the zafu. We do all these little things, but not too much, not too little. Another reason to do it is to remember that this is kind of a special time. Just kind of reminds us, and this is a special space. この時間何か特別。この場所、道場です。道場に入ると、my daughter takes karate, and the teacher says to everybody, when you come in here, you bow at the door, right? And when you leave, bow. But it's just a room. Why? Why are we bowing? No, it's not the room. It's a dojo. It's a practice place. So even my daughter's karate lesson, we have to bow. We come in. Karate no sensei no dojo ni hairu to bow. Like that. It's a special place, a special time. But you can do it to too much or too little. Sometimes I've seen Yankees like me just kind of charge in and just walk in, plop down. It's not a bus, right? This is not Starbucks. We come in here a little bit respectful, right? Even you go to a nice 5-star restaurant, it's not Starbucks, right? There's a proper way to come in and sit like that. Well, this is a special place, a special time, so we treat it that way. But on the other hand, I think you can do too much. Sometimes I see this in Japan too. Relax sugiru wa dame ne, saho. これはね、地下鉄じゃないね。座り方あるね。We have a way. But 作法しすぎるもある。So I was in a Zen group in Tokyo for many years, and they had a rule: no talking from the time you enter the entrance to the temple to the time you leave. And it was kind of very nice because very silent, very formal Zazen. But there were people there. I went there for, I don't know, 10 years. I have no idea who those people are. I never had one conversation. I never introduced myself. I know they were all serious. We'd kind of wink. I'd give them a nod, So I started to think, well, you should have a time for talking and a little tea and introduce other people and then get quiet. ある東京の座禅会はね、全然話せない。10年間はね、私、挨拶も人に誰か名前もわからなかった。それはやりすぎ。そうすると、話す時があると、静かになる時が一番いい。There's a time to be quiet and a time to speak. Let's have both. Nice balance. And sometimes I see in Japan, sometimes too formal, like Chris and I were talking yesterday about the shodo and various things. And sometimes if you just do the form, Danny knows this too, and Yakshim, because they study some traditional arts. If you just do the form and don't talk about the spirit, it just becomes empty form, So I think it's important to do the calligraphy, do the tea, but why are you doing tea? What is the cosmic universal meaning of chado? of shodo. You know, I'm not a great calligrapher at all, but I know that calligraphy is not just moving my hand. There's a great meaning to it. So I think you have to master the body and understand the spirit of it. Sometimes people say if you just master the body, the spirit will come later. I'm not so sure. I lived here a long time. I think I see people who do tea ceremony very formally and they understand it's gorgeous, but do they really know the spirit? I don't know. So when we do ceremony here, try to keep the heart and the body, the spirit and the meaning together. Not too much, not too little. Like I said, Chris is a good jazz guitarist, and I think it's like that too. The string, to make the beautiful music, must not be too loose or too tight. Too tight, it's not good sound. Too loose, it's not a good sound. If the musician is too tight or too loose, it's not good. But if the musician finds a middle way, nice balance, relaxed but serious, if the string is not too loose, not too tight, then you get the beautiful music, beautiful sound like that. Okay, so that's how we do saho in this place. ギターの同じにね、ストリングね、線が、硬すぎると音が悪い。やられすぎると音が悪いね。中等が一番いい、綺麗な音ね。So that's how we do saho. Even now, zazen. Let's be serious and sit nicely, not too tight, not too loose. Let's sit. 座りましょう。 We will now recite the verse of atonement and the 4 vows. Everybody, watch me for a second before you get up. Folks at home, there's a video about how to get up and be in the Zendo, so you can watch that. You don't have to watch me now. But to get up slowly, remember that you're not going to miss any ceremony. It's not where it's going to start, whether you're sitting or don't rush, take your time. But watch me get up. First, so I'm sitting Zazen, there's the bell. The first thing I do is I kind of go back and forth a few times, make sure my legs are okay, right? Okay. Put my slippers, if you can. Your slippers should always be nice in the Zendo. Your slippers, choto arai, ne? Okay. Then I get up. Hands in shashu. Okay, my hands are in shashu. Always turn to the right. I gasho, right? 3 fingers. Gasho again. Turn to the right. You can wait for each other. You don't always have to wait for each other. It depends. Okay. Gasho again. Okay. Then back in shashu. And I'm going to go there. Okay. Please. Okay, guys. Sorry to keep you waiting. Here we go.
All harmful acts, words, and thoughts ever committed by me since of old, on account of beginningless greed, anger, and ignorance, born of my body, mouth, and mind, now I atone for them all. To save all sentient beings, though beings numberless, transform all delusions, though delusions inexhaustible, to perceive reality, though reality is boundless, to attain the enlightened way, a way non-attainable. To save all sentient beings, though beings numberless, transform all delusions, though delusions inexhaustible, to perceive reality, though reality is boundless, to attain the enlightened way, a way non-attainable. To save all sentient beings, though beings numberless, transform all delusions, though delusions inexhaustible, to perceive reality, though reality is boundless, to attain the enlightened way, a way non-attainable.
Well, lovely, everybody. I hope this week for all of you is a beautiful ritual done with grace. We're going to have a tea right now if anybody wants to stick around. Otherwise, we'll see you guys later. Thanks, Jacoden. It was lovely. Let me see. My wife should have brought out the tea. Did she? No? We're going to have tea this thing. Okay. So, guys, we have quite a full. Can you stick around?
Are you gonna go? Okay.